good morning to you all. It's Monday. It's the worst day of the week, but we don't care, do we? Because it's coffee morning and the sun's shining. I'm not joking. It is the most gorgeous day under the sun. I don't know what the weather's like where you are, because I actually haven't seen the weather forecast for the UK, so I have no idea. I've just woke up and got on with it. That's what I tend to do. And it is really sunny here. It's glorious. Let us know what the weather's like where you are, and if you want to shout out, please let me know now and I will get to you as quickly as possible. I'd just like to apologise for putting the live back by 15 minutes. I had to do it because... I'd like to apologise for putting the live back by 15 minutes. I had to do it. That's all right. I didn't have a page open on there. That's fine. It was on my laptop. Because we were on the phone to our solicitor. We've been reporting trolls, you see. No, not really. It's to do with our house. So it's all very positive. Things are moving forward. So like we're like fingers crossed, like soon. So things are getting better. So hopefully that's a positive move that we're going to be making very, very soon with a bit of luck. Anyway, we've got lots coming up that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about, hang on, a bus has just gone past. Bear with. Hang on, I've got my selfie stand balancing on a Christmas box because I need height. That's better. Right, what was I saying? Oh yeah, what we've got coming up. So today we're going to talk about, the weather. No, not really. We will probably touch upon it, but no, what we're going to talk about is my most recent vlog that I've done, and the series Trying to Bake, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. And we're going to talk about the next vlog that I've got coming up. I'm going to talk about the Blackpool vlog because that came out last week as well, which was fantastic. Great results on that. Fabulous. I was like proper buzzing with the speed of how everybody watched that. Oh my god, that was amazing. That's probably one of my best performing videos. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some troll comments. We're going to do some birthday shout outs. So we've got a little bit of everything going on today. So first of all, we're going to do some shout outs and see how you're all doing. It is the best day of the week. But before we do start, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure that you do subscribe. You've got to hit the notification bell, because I found out today from Tim that if you don't hit the notification bell and you don't get notified, then YouTube won't push any lives out or anything to anybody at all, and some people just don't even know what's going on. So it's so important that you hit that bell, because then you get people go, I didn't even know this was going up, or blah 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 blah. That's because you've got to hit that bell. It is vital. That is the most crucial bit. Did my subscriber stand fall? It did, didn't it? There you go. I'm leaning it on the Mac. There we go. Brilliant. So we're stressing a little bit this morning as well, because although the sun is shining and it's a glorious day, Tim's lost his passport. And I'm like, no! Because we're all meant to be going to Spain like beginning of April, or second week into April, and it's all booked and everything. And I'm just like, we're going to have to go to Peterborough and get this passport again, because how can you lose your passport, man? But Tim did. Tim always loses everything. He's always one of these people that's like, I don't know where I've put it. Where did I put it? I think I've left it on the roof of the car all the time. He will drive down the street with his wallet on top, or his phone on top of the roof of the car, and then he'll realise and it's still there, and he's like, oh, thank God for that. Or he's placed his wedding ring in his back pocket and it's fell out on like a field somewhere, and then we're searching for it, honestly. And the funny thing is, he always says to me, Gabby, give me your passport and Casper's and Holly's, we'll keep them together, and that way they're always together no matter what. Well, obviously that's for family holidays and we keep them in a set place. And Tim obviously is travelling solo with work, and I am so glad my passport was not with his. Wow. I think I need to, find a stash that's not got anything to do with Tim's stash, because he's lost it. I don't know how he's done that. I said, have you got the car out, Tim? And he's like, yeah, I've got it. I don't understand it. And I've lost my stand for my camera. I'm like, oh, Tim, man. So we're going to have to spend a day driving to Peterborough, because I'm not going to Spain without him. No, sorry, it's not happening. Anyway, shout outs. Let's do some shout outs. Stop going on a tangent. Paul Hansen has been a channel member for 10 months. So hi to you, Paul, and thank you so much for your loyal support. It does mean a lot. Thank you. Hi, Gabby. Hope you're all okay. Love you all. Oh, thank you, Paul, and we love your support. Thank you. I love all the louders. If you're wondering what a channel member is and you're new to the channel, a channel member is somebody that supports the channel, and for that you get customized emojis, prioritized responses, and you get a little customized badge next to your name for each month that you are a louder. But you can become a super louder, which gives you behind the scenes footages, which I haven't done this week, which I do plan to do. I was actually going to put the clip up of Maxine, and then I thought it's too close to the vlog going up now, because I was going to give you a little bit of a taster of the vlog. If you probably don't know what I'm talking about if you haven't seen the baking vlog, but if you've seen the baking vlog, you'll know what I'm talking about, because Maxine tries one of my cakes. That's my best friend, and she's like, they're absolutely vile, and her reaction was quality. And I was going to upload her reaction to the super louders, but by the time I was going to do it, I was like, the vlog's going to go out soon, and I just thought it's too tight, it's too close, so I didn't do it. So don't worry, I am going to give you some behind the scenes coming up very soon anyway. So that is what a louder and a super louder is, and they are channel members, just so you know. But either way, like I said before, and like I say again, just subscribing and getting involved is plenty of support as well. I appreciate every single one of you, but I was just letting you know what it is. I'm going to work my way back. Oh, Christine Parsons, thank you so much for your super chat. It's nice that you could join this morning. Morning, Gabby. Morning to you, Christine. It's a wonderful morning, isn't it? It's all positive. One thing that's not positive, I will tell you about in a minute, because there's always something that's got to bring the sunny day down. And I will tell you what that is, but we're going to be optimistic about it. But I'll tell you about it anyway. Lee Davis is here. Julie McGarty is here. Belvedere and all the mods, thank you so much for taking part and giving up your morning to filter, you know, if in case we get any like rejects come over that just want to be cruel, which we don't really get that on the coffee morning. It's all very positive, to be honest with you. It's all full of positivity and goodness and just decent people, you know what I mean? It's a good environment, it's a great community, so you don't really get a lot of that, but it's nice that you're there in case. C Kitch is here. We've got Tina, Amanda Beach, Michael John Dennis. Tim is so handsome. He is. He's a sexy fella. Andrew, Bill Curtis is here. Whose birthday is it? James? Where does James say it's his birthday? I've got to look back. Hazel Manship says, I loved your friend's reaction to your buns. Oh my God, it was funny. They weren't buns. They were... Well, I didn't know what they were. We need a name for them. They were nests. That's what they were. They were chocolate nests. Daniel Watkins is here as well. Anna Tidmarch, Nathan Booth, James Robinson. Is it James Robinson's birthday? I think it's James Robinson's birthday. I don't know. I've missed the comment. Mark Wigan, Julie McGarty, Eugene McGeever, Joanne J. Poor Tim. Hang on. That's gone really fast. Hang on. You've retracted it. I just saw poor Tim and that's it. I've missed it. Joanne. Sorry, I do apologise. I do try and keep up with the chat. It goes quite quick sometimes, but I try and keep up with it the best I can. Michael is here. I'm 53 years old, Irish gay man, living in Manchester, 22 years, with extended family in rural Ireland. Well, I bet you were celebrating St. Patrick's Day then. So, happy birthday. 53 years young, I like to say. Bill says, tasty looking egg nests of chocolate. They looked grand for Easter. Well, I don't know. Joanne says, sorry, I will write it again. Yeah, I'll make sure I catch that and shout that out, Joanne. Jenny Meadham is here. We've got Vampy Twine, Jacob Clayton as well. Jacob, I've never seen you come up in the chat. So we've got Rosie Lee. We've got some new people. It's nice. It's really nice. We've got Nikki Piper. Oh, Nikki, I need to respond. I read your message and it was like the middle of the night. And I thought I'll respond in the morning, and then I forgot because I just continued getting on as normal because I'd already read it, and I was like, I can't text you back now because I'll just wake you up. So I do like get round to my messages and stuff in the middle of the night. And then I don't respond to people because I think, well, if it pings, like the notification bells goes off, it's going to wake people up, and that's just selfish. So I don't do that. Rebecca J says, hi, Casper and Smidge. Well, Casper's downstairs causing chaos, and Smidge, he was up here, but he's gone now, which is great because that meant I can open the window and breathe, and that's always nice to be able to breathe. So I'm kind of glad in a way Smidge isn't here. Wendy Coppercut is here as well. Ryan Tune. Hang on, just making sure that I get everybody. Think we've got everyone? Have we got everyone? Tina? Penny? I think, did I get everybody? Did I get everybody? I think so. I think I've got everyone. Charlotte 19, Julie Pringle, Shell Vlogs. Have I caught up? She-Wolf Adventures, Rachel Barker, Alfie UK. James says, guess where I'm staying with family before I go to France? Your favourite place, Gabby? Niagara Falls? No, is it Blackpool? If it's my favourite place. Could be Blackpool, right? Craig Cargill, thank you so much for gifting a membership. That means a lot. Thank you so much for that. Congratulations to Vampy, who's received that as well. Hopefully you'll enjoy your membership. So thank you, Craig. It means a lot. So anyway, it was like, I woke up and it was like the sun is shining. It's absolutely amazing. And the first thing we do when we wake up in the morning is we check our phones. And I would say probably 5 times out of 10, there's something waiting for me on the phone. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because when we changed doctor's surgery, Holly, under Holly's details is my phone number. So when Holly rings up and makes an appointment, the notifications for the appointment come through to my phone. And we haven't really changed it with the doctors because we just can't be bothered, to be honest with you. We just haven't bothered. But we will, but we just haven't got round to it. And I get a message saying, due to staff sickness, we have to cancel your doctor's appointment today. And Holly, if you've been watching the Coffee Mornings, you'll really be up to date with this. This is Holly's 3rd doctor's appointment that's been cancelled. So the first one she made got cancelled, and she rang up and rebooked, and she was like really cool about it. And she had to wait like 2 weeks for her appointment because that's usually the general wait time is around about 2 weeks. So she got the appointment made, and then like on the same day again, that appointment got cancelled. Then she had to wait 2 weeks again for this one that she's got now, and they've cancelled it again. And I'm like, blimmin' heck, I don't know who this doctor is or clinician, is it clinician? Clinicians, what are they called? I really don't know the name of it. I just call everyone a doctor, even though they're a nurse, because I just don't know what the title of it is. But clinicianer, you know what I'm trying to say, right? I think it's clinicianer. I think I've got it. They sort of not quite doctors, but sort of stand in. Oh, it's that ghost. Don't worry. They stand in as a doctor and basically do a doctor's job because doctors are so in demand and whatever. I don't know if it's a doctor or a clinician, I don't know. But whoever it is that Holly keeps booking, they keep calling in sick. So, I don't know. I mean, I can understand it maybe sporadically, but the fact she calls in sick every time it's Holly's appointment, I'm starting to get a bit suspicious here. I'm like, why is this doctor/clinicianer sorry, I'm really sorry, because if someone was trying to call me, who's a singer, a songer or something like that, I'd go, that is so rude. So it is really rude to get the title wrong, so please don't pull me up on it because I know it's rude, but I just genuinely don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I might be pronouncing it right, to be fair, I don't know. But what a coincidence. What a coincidence. So once every 2 weeks they've gone sick. Like, I don't know, it's really weird, and they don't get cover. But what's more to the point is that Holly is really not bothered. She's saying to me now, like, I've waited and waited and waited for this appointment, and she's got but she basically needs some allergy testing and stuff like that. She was really unwell, and now it just comes and goes in waves, where it could be smidge, I'm not sure, but she's just always like sinuses are always bunged up and stuff like that. And she has hay fever tablets, but she's always like got a headache and things like that. And it could be a lack of a vitamin, I don't know, but she definitely needs some sort of, I don't know, blood test or some sort of allergy test or whatever to see, like, oh my God, I haven't even got my selfie light on. Hang on. I haven't even got it plugged in. Wait there. Don't move. Don't go anywhere. Hang on. I forgot about the selfie light. This should have all been arranged. Hang on. There we are. We're in business. No, I don't like that colour. You can change the colour on these. You can go really bright, bit orangey, or you could go blue. I prefer the first one. In fact, I really don't think I need it, to be fair, because it's sunny. So yeah, she just basically needs a referral to go and have some allergy testing, basically, but she needs to see the doctor first before she can get that far. And she just can't get that far. She just can't get in the door at all. And she said to me, I can't be bothered, to be honest with you, Mum. I said, you need to ring the doctors. This is me, mother talking. I said, you need to ring the doctors and you need to say, look, I'm not happy. This is my third one cancelled. Pack it in. Rebook me one for tomorrow, because, you know, she's changing her shifts at work and stuff for this as well. Rebook me one for tomorrow. End of story. Or I'm going to make a complaint. And she's like, oh, I don't want to make a fuss, rah, 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 rah. And I'm just like, ugh, like, if you don't do it, I'm going to do it for you. But I can't do it for her because she's over 18 and she's an adult. So it's her decision. I can only encourage it. But Holly's so soft. And she's even said to me, I just don't think I'm even going to bother now. And I'm like, you're not going to tackle your problem because you can't be bothered to keep making appointments that keep getting cancelled. Now, you could say that's Holly being a bit lazy, or you could say she's lost all hope in the surgery. I don't know. So I just think it's a bit of a, I don't know. Ever since we've changed doctors, it's just been issue after issue after issue. It really, really has. It's just not simple at all, at all. And every time I put my prescription in to get my inhalers, they only give me one. And I need at least 2 at a time because I need to have that backup inhaler too. And they don't just give me one. And I just get through it so quick. And I'm just like, why don't you just give me 2? Because I'm constantly, you know, I'm prepared to pay for them, but I'm just constantly, you know, trying to get my medication off you. Just give me what I need. It's not going to change in like a month's time. I'm not going to be asthmatic my whole life and suddenly not be asthmatic next month. I'm always going to be asthmatic. Give me what I need to keep me going until the sell-by date, and I'll pay you, and then we can just leave it there. But no, you can have one at a time, one inhaler, and then if you lose that inhaler, if you stop breathing, just go A&E and sit there for a few hours and hopefully you'll still be breathing. That's basically how it works with our doctor's surgery. It's a little bit of a disappointment, to be fair, but what can you do? So anyway, we've decided to not get upset about it. We've decided that the sun is shining. Every time the sun shines, we do have a doctor's issue, but the sun is shining and we just don't care anymore. So we're just moving forward. Eugene says you need to get some salt water in a bowl. What do you mean? Oh, Wendy, is it not sunny where you are? Stop saying it's sunny. It's not here. Oh no, Wendy, I'm so sorry. I'll send you some. I'll send you some sun, Wendy. There you go. I'll pass it down the phone. Have some. I'm pretty sure what you're getting now will come to us this afternoon, and then I'll be eating my words. And yeah, I'll regret giving it the big un because I'm going to tempt fate and it's not going to be. Michael says, Gabby, I can relate. I know, like what? Jack Ramsey, it's madness, the wait at doctors. I've been waiting for 3 years for an autism appointment. Oh my God, Jack, do you know what? That doesn't surprise me because Casper was meant to, I probably told the story a long time ago on a long coffee morning, and I won't go into it because it will take up the whole coffee morning. I'll go on a tangent and I'll be red raw in the face by the time I'm finished talking about it. But Casper is due to be retested for his dairy allergy. He was meant to be tested on his first birthday. Casper is now, he was 2 in January. And anyway, we changed doctors, and then there was an issue where I rang up, cancelled the appointment, they could never get through, left a voicemail, then they sent me a letter, this is the beginning of last year, saying we're taking you off the list because you didn't attend. And I was like, but you never pick up the phones. I tried to let you know I couldn't make it, but you never pick up the phone. And I left loads of voicemails, but you just never obviously picked up your voicemails. And now you've took Casper off the list. So anyway, when we changed doctor's surgeries, which was, what, end of summer, I think it was, last year? Yeah, I think it was. That was a bad day. I was gutted to leave my doctor's surgery, but that's another story as well. And then, so the receptionist said, do you want us to re-refer Casper? And I was like, yes, please refer him. Like, he needs testing. This is an issue that we need to sort. And so they sent the referral. And then it got to like, I don't know if it was like end of November, December time. And I thought, I haven't heard anything, which is a bit strange because with kids, they don't hang around as long, I don't think. I think they're a little bit more on the ball with things like that. And it's like a completely different section anyway. So I said to the receptionist, can you just check on Casper's details? I said, has he, like, you know, been referred? What's going on with it? Blah, 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 because we're still waiting. And she went, yeah, the referral was sent in September. I was like, okay. She went, yeah. And I went, but nothing's happened yet. And she went, no, you need to get on to the hospital. And I was like, okay. And I thought, well, I'm not going to harass the hospital. I'll just give them the benefit of the doubt. There might be a little bit of a backlog, so we'll wait. And it's now April. So it's not April. It's nearly April. It's March. Oh my God, the sun was shining, so I just thought it was April. Oh my God, sorry, Wendy, I said it again. So yeah, it's now March, and he was referred in September. I'm like, oh my God. So it's like September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, I can count 7 months. That's nearly a pregnancy, that. 7 months, a couple more, and I'd give birth. Do you know what I mean? That's a long old wait, that. So nothing's happened. So we still don't know whether Casper's got allergies or not. And in the meantime, if he's not allergic anymore, we could be getting him on a really decent diet. But at the moment, his food is restricted because we don't know where he is. So it's annoying because if we got tested sooner, then he could start eating normal meals and stuff. Not saying that vegan food, or not so much vegan food, but dairy-free food isn't normal meals, because they are. But he could be getting the dairy intake that's a little bit more, you know, standard, and eat like what the rest of us are eating. But at the moment, he can't. So yeah, I can completely believe that, Jack. Have you thought about chasing that though, Jack? Because 3 years is insane. Also, my dad's waiting on a hernia operation as well, and he's waited for months and months. And my dad is just like Holly. He's the sort of person that will go, oh, I'll just leave it. Which is a bit of a shame, because how many people are out there that are really, I mean, to be fair, my dad really does need this op. But imagine people that are like, in a seriously bad way, who have got that demeanour where they're like, oh, I don't really want to bother them. And they're sitting on something really serious because they don't want to chase it, because they don't want to be that person. And then it could be life-threatening or anything. And I don't think the surgeries, when they're not following through with these appointments and stuff, or even ringing them up and saying, I'm really sorry about the wait, there is just keeping people in the loop. I think they could do that. I'm not saying that there isn't a backlog, and the demand with the NHS must be insane, and I totally get that. But I think they should maybe just do a follow-up call to people and just say, I know you're still waiting. We just want to apologise. There is still a little bit of a wait, but we've still got you on the list. And of course, when something comes up, we'll get you in there. Just so people know they're not forgotten, if you know what I mean. Because there are people that do get forgotten, and it does happen, because I'm pretty sure Casper is not on that list. I'm convinced he is not on the list, and they don't know nothing about it. We've had no letter, nothing. There's no signs to say Casper really is going to be seen to and is on a list. So I don't know. All I can say is, if anyone's a little bit standoffish with like making that call, make it, because it could be a difference between something really that could get really serious, or, you know, it could be worth making that call just to chase it, just in case you've been forgotten. All right, I'm just laughing because Wendy's saying stop saying it's sunny, and I can't help keep saying it. Barry, thank you so much for your super chat. I'm just going to heart and like that. Thank you so much. A little gift for your forthcoming birthday. Oh my God, I know I was going to do birthday shout outs and I keep forgetting it's mine. Oh my God. Yeah, thank you so much, Barry. That's really kind. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not happy because most people are really happy when it's their birthday. I'm not happy that, like, yesterday I was 31 and tomorrow I'm going to be like 42. What a joke. No, I know 40s are all right, to be fair. So far, so good with the 40s. I'm going to touch wood. I'm going to say that. But 40s is all right so far. Yeah, it's not too bad. You're at a kind of point in your life where you've got a lot of, like, awareness about what's going on around you, and, you know, you're not being fooled too much. Do you know what I mean? So you've got a lot of self-awareness because you've had the education behind you with living your years. And yeah, I haven't got too many wrinkles yet. I've got a couple of crow's feet, a couple of lines going on across here, one line here, which I need to sort out. But so far, I'm all right with it. But it is coming around ever so quick. I mean, it's quite shocking, actually. But thank you so much, Barry. Sorry, my son is having a hyper. Oh, a hyper, like, sorry, when you said hyper, I thought you meant, like, just having, like, a tantrum. Sorry, I totally read that wrong. Just treating it so I'm a bit quiet temporarily. The up and down of being type 1 diabetic. I am so sorry, I read that wrong. When you said hyper, because I know that you can use the word hyper in loads of different terms, I thought you meant, like, he's having a tantrum. Because sometimes I'll say, like, oh, Casper's being hyper, so I thought you meant in that. I didn't realise that it got type 1 diabetic. Oh my God, Rosie, that must be really hard to manage. My God. Well, I hope he's okay. Sending lots of love, and I'm sorry, like, I read that wrong. I do apologise. But yeah, hope he's okay. That must be really hard to manage. So hats off to you. Sandra says, my grandson in New Zealand was born with a rare condition, Toffs, born unable to swallow. He's been waiting for months for a swallow test. Now they've put him to the bottom of the list. What? Tofts, unable to swallow. Oh my God. How are they coping with that, Sandra? Oh my God, that must be so difficult. And oh my God, just hearing you say it, I can feel it in my throat, just like reading that. That must be so difficult. See, people don't realise what people go through. They really don't. And it's so hard, isn't it? Oh my God, Sandra, thinking of you. Craig, happy birthday, Gabby. Treat yourself. Oh, Craig, thank you. That is so lovely. Thank you so much. That's really kind. Vampy Twine says, I feel 96 when I wake up, then it gets better. So probably feel about 30-ish, and I will be the double the end of June. I think everybody feels 96 when they wake up in the morning. I feel awful when I wake up in the morning. Like, yes, I could be, no word for lie, I could be in a coma. I can sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep. I don't know if it's like catching up with like Sleepless Nights from Casper or what, but like if Tim's home, because obviously when Tim's away, it's on me. And then when Tim comes home, he lets me sort of catch up and lets me have some lie-ins. And if he doesn't wake me up with a cup of tea, I always say to him, wake me up at 9:30 with a cup of tea so I can have a cup of tea in bed so I can come round. I went, don't let me sleep any longer than that, because if I do, I feel like I've wasted the day and then I can't sleep that night. And the thing is, if he doesn't wake me up or an alarm wakes me up, I will just sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep. And I wake up with the worst headache, feeling like I've got a hangover kind of headache because I've slept too long. And I absolutely hate that feeling. But I've got this problem inside me where I can sleep and just not wake up unless someone wakes me up. I mean, it's different with Casper though. Like, if it's the middle of the night and Casper cries, I'm up, I'm there. I don't know if it's like a motherly instinct, but I'm on it. But when it comes to a lion in the morning and the doors are shut and there's no one around me, I can sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep. And I don't like it because I do love mornings. Mornings are the best time of the day. So if you can get up and enjoy the morning, it really is, oh, it's just stunning. Mornings are, they're great. But I've always been really, like, if I've not been getting up for work and that, I've always been one of these people that just can't get up. Oh. And also I do work a lot of nights as well, and I sometimes get in really late. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of benefit of the doubt there. Eugene says, tell us where you are watching from. I'm watching from Northern Ireland right now. Yay! Eugene, I bet you were supporting St. Patrick's Day. That was St. Patrick's Day yesterday, right? Or was that Saturday? No, it was definitely... Was it Saturday? I'm not sure. But people like to have a drink for that, don't they? They like a Guinness. Mr. Stephen Parry from Port Sunlight on the Wirral. Happy 50th birthday. Only joking. Now weather again. You need chase up about the little man, not let them play you around the hospital. 50? You what? Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You have to chase these things, and that goes to everybody. Michael says, my Teddy Paddington is my best friend. Well, everyone needs someone, you know, so why not? Bumps has got a teddy bear called Durr, and that's his best friend as well. Pip says, at home in Barcelona, doing boring work emails. Oh, Pip, I feel you. Sending lots of love your way. Charlotte 19 has said back to Rosie, I'm type 1 as well. It's a nightmare, only on an insulin pump. Oh my God, it must be so hard. Sandra says, about her grandson, he's doing really well, thank you. Had a repair done at a day old and was in intensive care for 2 weeks. He's now nearly 5 and is eating really well, but has to be careful as he can choke if not careful. Oh my God, that must be so worrying as parents. My God. But it is interesting to know that, you know, people aren't alone with certain things that they're going through and stuff, you know. You know, we were talking yesterday on Tim's Live. I don't know if any of you watched Tim's Live, but we were talking, somebody had sent in, because it was a Q&A, have you got any tips, because they're travelling with their child who's autistic. And I was just like in awe, because I was like, it's really hard travelling with a baby in general, and it is. Do you know what I mean? I do it, but it is hard. And I just thought, how that must be some fabulous parenting to, you know, I mean, when you're a parent, I suppose you just do what you've got to do for your children, but how do you cope, do you know what I mean, with things like that, you know? And yeah, it's just really, really interesting, isn't it, to know how people get on, because there's so many people that have got difficulties that we're just not aware of. Susan Turner says, I'm at home in Melton Mowbray. Happy birthday, Gabby. Well, it's not till Friday. Friday's my birthday, so I'm all right. I've still got 4 more days left of being younger, which is quite nice. So anyway, what I'm going to do, Michael says, I never missed Tim. He's gorgeous. He is gorgeous, inside and out. But also, while we're on the subject of birthdays, Ali McNally has just had her birthday, and she's been a true supporter for years and years, and it's so important that I give her a shout out for her birthday. So happy birthday to you, Ali. I know that it's been and gone, but many happy returns. You really do deserve that. You're a lovely person. Speaking of nice people, beautiful people, inside and out, you are one of them, Ali. Nikita J says, shout out to my boyfriend Barney. Never fails to remind me when Coffee Morning is on. Oh, we're big fans. Love watching your lives on Sunday night. Best way to end the weekends. Oh, that's really nice, Nikita. Thank you so much. And it's nice that you join in on the coffee mornings as well. I just think that the coffee mornings are a really good way to put the world to rights, really. It is like a little bit of a meet up with mates and having a little bit of a moan, isn't it? It's great. But speaking about mates and moaning, who watched, let me know in the comments, who watched the latest vlog, which was trying to bake, and it was like an Easter cake. Let me know now why I sip my coffee. I'm just going to watch the chat and see like how many people tuned in and didn't. And if you haven't tuned in and watched it, watch it, because it's a scream. Not because of me, but because of my friend. But anyway, let me know. So we've got quite a few yeses so far. Lovely. Barry, Eugene, Jenny, Michelle, Christine. Christine, your friend was hilarious. Did yes, yes, Gabby, I watched it. Yes. It's looking positive. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Daniel's not watched it yet. You got to watch it, Daniel. You got to. You have to. Oh, Anna, that's interesting. Hang on, I'm just quickly going to go back to your comment. Anna's just said, my son is autistic and we just go prepared. Fully charged tablets, snacks, ear defenders, colouring book, etc. We know no different, so not a big deal really. We do have our moments though, lol. Like, well done, Anna. Well done for just cracking on. I think I take my hats off to you. Mel says, saw The Nest. We'll watch this afternoon. Oh, you'll like it. Mel, I should have given you one to try, shouldn't I? It's good. So we've got some positives. We've got some yeses here. Your cakes were hard chocolate. Chocolate will always go hard. Put it in the fridge. Lol. Okay, right. So for people that haven't watched it, let's have the lowdown. So the Trying to Bake series. So the first episode I did, it was just a one-off vlog. And I got a lot of people say, make more of these. And I've got to be honest with you, the views on it were not great. So in comparison to like my other vlogs, the views are probably the lowest that you can get. But the demand was there from the Louders to do some more. So I thought, well, why not? You know, because I know I make a bit of a joke about it, but I'm serious about it. I am deadly, deadly serious about doing baking and cooking. And like the other day, I wanted to put a picture up of it, but I didn't because I made a chicken chasseur. I don't even know if I pronounced that right either, but I'm going to say it like that because that sounds the posh way, and I think that is how you pronounce it. But when I pulled the Pyrex dish out of the oven, there was like, it looked amazing, but it looked like I'd slopped a lot of it on the side of the Pyrex dish, and I thought, oh, it looks too messy. I can't put any pictures of that up on Instagram. But I could go back into my deleted files and I could put a picture up, but because it isn't that big of a deal. But I like to be a bit of a perfectionist, sort of. Well, I try to be. But this chicken chasseur, oh my God, like, how have I never, I know it's, to you guys, you're probably going, oh my God, Gabby, that's the most simplest dish you could ever make. And it really was, but I've never thought about doing it before. So I'd done it, and I'd done some basmati rice with it, and I'd done some frozen peas, because you can't go wrong with some frozen peas on the side, can you? Holly hated it. She said it was sickly. She said it was too filling. But that's because she doesn't like, she's not really keen on garden peas. And I must admit, I was scraping the barrel a bit because I only had one bag of boiled, like, basmati rice. And most of the time we probably have a bag each because they're kind of smaller ones. So I separated it. So there was more chicken and sauce and mushrooms and everything that was in the chicken chasseur. Gotta say it right. I don't want to swear by accident and get the wrong words. So Holly was like, well, there weren't enough fries. It was a bit sickly. So she didn't like it. but like I said, she doesn't like mushrooms and she doesn't like onions, and there was mushrooms and onions in it, so that's why she probably wasn't a fan. But me, I'll eat anything. Honestly, I really will. If I was really desperate, I'd eat Smidge's cat food. Not really. I'm not that bad. That was a joke. I wouldn't really. But I am one of these people that would just, like, if I was younger and my mum put some food in front of me and said, there's your dinner, I'd just eat it, all of it. And I'd be like, bye, I'm out to play. No problems, never queried it, never moaned, got on with it, ate what I had. Not like my child today who is like, don't want that, don't like that. Well, you liked it yesterday, you know, and you're 19, make your own food. So yeah, anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I made the chicken chasseur and it was to die for. Maybe I shouldn't say that word on my channel, but it really was. It was amazing. So I made the sauce and like I fried all the onions up and then I put mushrooms in there as well. It was so nice and I was just like, where have you been all my life? So I was so proud though, because I'd never ever made one before, and I just sat back and I was like, yeah, baby. And I was just like, yeah. And I felt so good about it. And it's the same with the birthday cake on the first episode. I felt so proud. So I am serious about this new hobby. It is hard though. As you probably saw in the vlog, you're trying to do something and you've got Casper clinging on to one leg. You've got Smidge scratching you because he just wants to eat what you're baking no matter what it is. As soon as you open up a packet of like raw chicken or anything, Smidge is there. He'll eat anything too. Anything. Like, honestly, I would say he would eat cat food too, but he does. So I can't really think of anything for Smidge because he just eat anything. And yeah, and it's hard because you've got everyone's in the kitchen and everyone's on top of you. But I'm really looking forward to when I move and I've got like a different shaped kitchen. Oh, that kitchen is mine, baby. And I'm just going to take over it. And yeah, I'm serious about my cooking. So I thought, right, I'm doing a new project. It's very positive because it hopefully will give people that realization that if it's something you've never tried before, you can give it a go and you can be lighthearted with it and not take it too seriously at the same time. So because the demand was there, I thought, right, Easter's coming up. I'm going to make like, I can make cornflake cakes and I can make Rice Krispie cakes. So I'm going to think outside the box and I'm going to make shredded wheat cakes the same way, but with shredded wheat. And that's going to look even more like a bird's nest than anything in the world. And all I need to do is get some mini eggs, which you can buy from the shop, chuck them on the top, boom, you got yourself a cake. And I was like, yeah, I can do this. I can make an episode. But I didn't realise that with shredded wheat, it's quite compact. Like, once the chocolate's in, and it does really like, what's the word I want to use? Yeah, compact, condense. I don't know. Like it really tightens into, it becomes a brick, basically a brick. So once you set it with chocolate, it becomes a brick. And I just thought, like with the cornflake cakes and the Rice Krispie cakes, I'll put them in the fridge to set them and make them go a little bit harder. And Holly couldn't resist. So Holly ate one before it was even set. And then she went to have another one and bit right down into it. And she went, oh my God. And Holly, I don't know how she managed it, but she did bite right through. And she said, I nearly broke my tooth. And I was like, oh, you're all right. And then I had one in the evening and I was like, really can't bite into this. And I got this cake and I'm watching TV. I've got a cup of tea on the side and I'm literally going like this, trying to eat this cake, like biting it on the side. And I'm like, I will get into this cake. I will do this. I will get into this cake no matter what. And I'd got chocolate all going up the side of my face where I was persevering. It did taste good though. I'll give it that. I couldn't get into it. My teeth did hurt. But it was worth it because it tasted really good. But I looked like a child. I looked in the mirror when I was going to bed and I was like, I did not realise I'd got chocolate all up my face like that by trying to get into this. Yeah, mini eggs were great though. So I thought the next day I met my mate Max and I was like, I wonder if she'd fancy one. thinking she probably got teeth of steel, I don't know. And I thought maybe she might not find it as tough as me to eat. So I offered her one with a cup of coffee, and she was like, I said, can I film you? Because we really need some true reviews for this, really. And she was like, yeah, go for it. You know, my friend Max, she's my bestie. She's just like me. She's just nuts. Positive nuts though. She's just great, and that's why we get on so well, and we've been friends for years and years and years since I can remember, because we're both stupid in a positive way. And when she was eating it, I just couldn't stop laughing, and when I'm filming it, all you can hear is me laughing really high pitched. I've got the most dirtiest laugh ever, and I just couldn't stop laughing all the way through filming it because of the way she was trying to bite into this cake. You have to watch it to understand what I'm getting at, because it is so funny. Anyway, you wouldn't believe it, but we have devoured the lot. We have. They've gone. Holly did make her way through them, and I had a couple, and Max did persevere with that one. She did eat it in the end, but again, she left my house with chocolate up there, and I thought, should I tell her or should I not tell her? Now I won't tell her. Don't want to upset her. Let her go with chocolate all up there. Oh, it was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. You've got to watch it. It's so funny. And the people that have watched it have really enjoyed it, and I just think it's a shame, again, the views are not great on it, but the people that are watching it are really enjoying it. And I thought, I'm definitely going to make a series out of this trying to bake, because there's so much more I could offer and so much more I can do with, like, just, if it turns out rubbish, who cares? If it turns out good, brilliant. You know, it is what it is. And like I said, you cannot take life too seriously. You just have to go with it. But I definitely recommend, if you need a giggle, you have to watch it. And if you're at home and you're thinking you're going to attempt the same cake, oh my God, do it. And please send me your pictures. I would love to see your recreation of the bird's nest. We still don't have a name for these cakes, these things. So yeah, please watch it. Nathan Booth says, haha, I bet everyone laughs. What? Flapjacks? What? Haha, I bet everyone laughs with flapjacks. So what do you mean? You want me to do flapjacks? CCG says, fun size Mars bars make ideal regular sized Mars bars. Okay. Probably might not read that. Amanda Beach, I couldn't stop laughing either. It was funny. It was so funny. Wendy says it was hilarious. Lee Davis says, Gabs, what you think of TikTok getting banned? What? TikTok's getting banned? That's the first I've heard. I've not heard anything of that. Where did you hear that, Lee? Tina, was the first time my poorly 10-year-old smiled watching the cake, so worth everything. Thank you, Gabby. We're gonna make some when she gets better. Oh, Tina, that's so nice that, like, something like perked your little one up. Oh my God. Thank you for telling me that. That's really nice, because like you said, your little one was unwell, which is awful to hear, and I hope that they feel better, but it's just so nice that it brought a smile to their face. So thank you for telling me that. And wishing, I mean, say little un, 10, they're still your little uns, aren't they? A speedy recovery, because I know that you haven't put their name down, but let your little one know, your little girl, that I wish a speedy recovery, because it's not very nice when you're poorly, and there's loads going around at the morning. It's a nightmare. Channel NEM says, you said your parents are from Northeast. You should try and make pannicle tea. I've never heard of it. You'll have to send me the recipe, because I've never heard of it. I don't know what it is. Is it savoury? Is it sweet? Let me know. TikTok possibly being banned in the States. Really? No way. Why? Not enough filter on it, probably. You know what the world's like these days. You can't really get away with much, can you? So I wonder if that's why. I don't know. That's my opinion on that. Tim's always on TikTok. He's always flicking through it. I don't really go on TikTok a lot, if I'm being honest with you. I sometimes forget about it. I try and post a couple of bits, like once in a blue moon, but I do forget it's there. Terrible, innit? But I suppose it's because we're all involved with YouTube. Bill says, your nests were perfect. They were perfect symbols, because you, Tim and Casper, have nested in all our hearts. Oh my God, Bill, that's so sweet. Thank you. Claire B says, I watched it this morning as having chemotherapy. It was funny. Oh, thank you, Claire. I hope your chemo's going well. Thinking of you. I'm always thinking of you, Claire. So, you know, please feel free to let me know how you're getting on, because I'm always thinking of you. Christine says, never been on TikTok. It's just like full of quirky stuff in it, TikTok, really. But there's also some random stuff on there too. Charlotte 19 says, the people that rely on it for money will have to get better jobs. Does TikTok actually pay? Like, I know that like real high views might, but do you think that most people on there are earning? That's how naive I am to it. I don't know. She-Wolf Adventures, are my comments not coming through? Well, I got that one. What did you say? Tell me. Say it now and I'll wait for it. Type it now. Type it. Robert Blake, I reckon Gabby is working for the Tooth Fairy. Yes, I am. How did you guess? Rosie says, try a Swiss roll. It's fun. Oh my God, yeah. That's a good one. Oh my God, send me your suggestions. Pop them in the comments. Let me know what to try. I'll write a list. Anyway, I've been waiting for She-Wolf Adventures comments to come through. It hasn't come through yet. Anyway, I'll keep my right eye on it as I'm talking. I'll try and multitask. And I'm not very good at multitasking, but I try. But anyway, I do have to say as well, while we're talking about trying to bake, I did laugh at this comment from Jane Woodford. Jane commented on my first trying to bake, but thank you for putting this video up. I'm good at cooking, but absolutely CRAP at making birthday cakes. So this has given me hope. The cake looks so nice at the end. Well done. And I just want to say, Jane, I am so glad that it's given you hope, because I am, how you just described that is me. I am absolutely rubbish at cooking. And if I can do it, you can do it, Jane. Do it. And if you don't manage it, who cares? All that matters is you gave it a go. That's the main thing. Right, I've still got my eye on the screen. BCTV and different videographers with opinions is here. YouTube is better. China thought they would have more control of their population if they had their own platform, and it fell flat. TikTok is over. Is it really over? I'm gonna have to go on to X, like X Twitter, when I come off here, and I'm gonna have to look at what's trending. So I need to get the lowdown on this and find out what's going on. Jacob says coffee and walnut cake is a good one. Oh, walnut cake. I have to make sure there's no dairy in it, but if I'm baking from scratch, I can do this without dairy, because obviously, by the way, just to put you all at ease, Casper did not have any, so his teeth remain intact too. So you'll be pleased to know I did not sacrifice my child. He really wanted one though, but I didn't let him because there's just no way he could do it. Hang on, what did Belvis say? She-Wolf Adventures, go ahead and ask. Yeah, come on, we're waiting. Oh, here we go. I did, but it doesn't seem to be coming through. I've messaged your Facebook, Gabby. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have a look on Facebook afterwards, and I'll have a look and see what it is. Jenny says, I can't cook. Aunt Bessie's cakes the best? They absolutely are. Aunt Bessie's. I love them. So anyway, I just want to also read out, like, I always like to read out a Star Troll comment, right? We get them a lot. And to be fair, like I've said to you before, I'll say it again. Hang on, before the troll comment, we got 218 people with us this Monday morning. This sunny morning, but not sunny for Wendy, but sunny for me. So please, can you give us a thumbs up? I'm seeing 16 thumbs up down here. There's got to be more than 16. Surely, 219 people watching, and I've got 16 thumbs up. Surely this needs updating, right? So hit the thumbs up if you haven't hit the thumbs already, and please make sure that you subscribe. But I'm going to just read a troll comment out. How many thumbs up have I got? Someone let me know. I haven't got 16. I've got 21. No way. Is that it? 21. I need to remind people more often, don't I? Or do you mean it's 21 degrees? No, it can't be 21 degrees. No, can't be 21 degrees. Oh, Vampy Twine says 122. Oh, that's all right. Amanda says 114. All right, thanks, guys. That's all right. I feel a little bit more fresh about that situation. So, feeling fresh about it? What? I don't know where that came from. So, yeah, you always get a troll comment or a reject comment, or do you know what I mean, or something like that. And I'm really cool about it now. It doesn't, like I said, if you're feeling a bit vulnerable, it can be really upsetting. But if you're feeling fresh, if I could use that word again, why not? It doesn't bother me. Like, I've got to that point now where I can see it for what it is. You know, I know that anybody that puts something nasty, I had a nasty comment actually today on my singing video, on my singing page on Facebook, some thing, don't know what it was, had, because I just don't think they deserve the right to be called anything, had put like a nasty comment about my singing, and I don't even think that that person is a real person. You kind of know when they're not real because they don't show their face on their profile picture and stuff like that, and they hide behind something, and you know what I mean, and it's so easy, isn't it, to just be nasty and say rubbish things to people when you're hiding behind something, because we can all do that, can't we? We could all like look at someone we don't like, or someone that's jarred us off, and you're like, I can say anything I want to try and bring them down. As long as they don't know it's me, I can get away with it. But then if you were to see that person on the street, that would be a completely different story. So we know what it's all about. And it's usually people that, I don't know, are just a little bit bitter because, you know, maybe they're, I don't know, maybe they're just not maybe they've got no friends, or maybe they're just, nobody likes them, or maybe they're just, you know, still don't know how to grow up, or just a pathetic piece of thing. Do you know what I mean? So I can take it for what it is, and I know what it is, so I take it on chin, and it doesn't bring me down anymore. But this came through on Tim's channel, and when Tim read it out, we laughed, but it has to be read out because it's so bad that I just can't believe that somebody hiding behind something has done it. I can't believe someone sat there and typed this. Like, I just can't believe someone typed this. A, where do you find the time to bother? And if we bother you so much, why bother? And what? I can't believe this person done it. Anyway, this person, they were flagged up as potentially inappropriate. So YouTube had seen this message and flagged it. So anyway, I've got to read it out to you. Are you ready for this? This is probably the worst one I have ever come across. Or up there with one of the worst. So are you ready? Let me know now in the comments. Channel NEM says, I get daily troll comments, but find that funny. You got to admit, like, you must really be on somebody's mind, mustn't you, for them to bother. Like, and I suppose that's a positive thing if you're on somebody's mind, right? But Vampy Twine, I'm ready. Go, Gabby, shame them. Right, okay. Do you want their name as well? I'll give you their name, or their fake name. Okay. I just want to say now to any other rejects or trolls that may have tuned in today that are sort of not in the chat and sort of watching on the back, and they're hoping their comments are going to be read out. If it's not their comment, I just want to say I'm really sorry that your comment never made it. Only this one did this week. Brilliant. Right, here we go. Bus, cue the bus. This person is called Jade Bell 7006. Or it could be Jada Bell. I don't know, because it's all one word, but Jade Bell with one L. They say this comment comes underneath. can you all remember the video we did of the bed bugs? So I'm just going to give you the quick lowdown of what happened with the bed bugs. So we stayed on a sun holiday. If anyone like watches the video, they'll know the situation. We're happy to go on sun holidays, not a problem. We went on a sun holiday and we come across some bed bugs in the middle of the night, and we had to vacate the caravan. It's no reflection on sun holidays. It's no real reflection on the holiday park. It is just one of them things, but it's not nice. It's grim. It's rank. Nobody wants it. If you're that kind of person that wants a bed bug to climb all over you, then good on you, I suppose. But I don't think it's like the norm to want that. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but in my opinion it's not the norm. So anyway, this person comments on that video on Tim's and says, yeah, bear in mind the grammar is really poor. So I'm gonna say it how it's written, and I'm gonna let you decide what this person is trying to say. Yeah, so they put, yeah, I just say your sun holidays video and just wanted to say both you and your wife seem like a pair of ignorant, self-centered, pretentious CUNTS. Wow! Wow! That's the worst word in the world, let alone use it on social media. And then they put, that's all some people can afford. I lost my father young and had a single mother with 5 kids. That's all we could afford. Luckily, I can do much now, but I'm rather be poor again than be as ugly as you and your wife on the inside and out, but mostly not as ugly as the outside. Okay, so I read this, and after reading it and thinking that this person needs to go back to school and actually get educated on how to spell and write properly, which is fine, you know, to be fair, Tim's dyslexic. It's fine. I can respect that. But don't take, you know, people in glass houses should not throw stones. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't write something that's unreadable and just call someone all these things under the sun. This person as well hasn't watched the video. They could not have possibly watched it, because if they had watched it, they would realise that we are not bashing anybody with a money problem whatsoever. Like, no, because if we were, we wouldn't have entertained a sun holiday in the first place. We actually went because we were gonna say how you can do it on this much money and what comes with it and what comes without it. It is clearly what we do. It's a clear-cut review on someone's perspective, whether you've got money or not. It's literally going on a holiday or going a night away somewhere, and it's just our take on how we find it. It hasn't got anything to do with how much money we've got, how much money we might not have, how much money that person's got, how much person that. It's got nothing to do with it. All it's to do with us going on that break and saying how we find it, and that is clearly it. It's got nothing to do with middle class, upper class, lower class. Nothing. And she's saying about how, or say she, because it looks like it's Jade, she's saying about how she lost her dad young. And that's really upsetting. It really, really is. But there are other people who have lost their parents young too. But that doesn't give them the right to be this rude to somebody. And losing your father young hasn't got any relevance on this situation whatsoever, really, nothing. And I know what she's saying. So I've lost my father young, so my mum was a single parent. My mum was a single parent too. She was. My mum was a single parent. So, and I've been a single parent. So you're not the only person in the world who's been through that situation. There are people that have been through that situation and worse, you know. And Tim lost his mum at a young age. Not that that's for this, and that's a private situation. But what I'm saying is, just because you've been in that situation, you don't know what goes on in other people's lives to go and call them all these things under the sun. And what's happened, you know, what you've gone through has got no relevance on that video at all. It's not knocking anyone. And, you know, I have got families or family members that have not split up that go on sun holidays and thoroughly enjoy them. You know, whether you like a sun holiday or not, that's an individual's preference, you know. And I know people that have enjoyed them. I've worked on a holiday park where I've had fantastic families come in on sun holidays. I've had other ones that moan and groan till the cows come home. But you can't tie them all with the same brush. But she's making out that we're moaning about the fact it's cheap, and it just goes to show that this person has not watched the video, clearly. So I doubt this person personally will be watching the coffee morning, but if they were, that my comments to them is go back and watch the video. And if you want to call me a CUNTS, please tell me to my face. I bet you wouldn't dare. And that's the end of that story, really. But I had to read it out because it must be the worst comment. I mean, words are words, sticks and stones and all that, but that to read that word on social media, I am blown away. Tim works quite hard, and like he spends a lot of time devoting to YouTube. He, you know, this is not a violin moment. This is just me like explaining the situation, but he works hard. He responds to comments. He records, he edits, he does it all off his own back. He travels, he's exhausted, he's tired, but he does it. He's passionate and he wants to produce amazing videos for people. But when he goes to these places, he doesn't work for tourist information. He goes there because he wants to produce wonderful content for people that maybe can't go to places that might want to know what it's like, so it gives them a little bit of like an insight and things like that. But sometimes people send messages like demanding this and demanding that, and you're only doing this because, and da 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 da, and why are you not doing the worst rated? We can't afford to go to the Ritz. And it's like, what's that got to do with it? Like, we're not doing a Ritz video to rub it in people's faces that can't afford to go to the Ritz. We're doing it so like you can have a little bit of an insight as to what the Ritz is like, you know, so you can have a little look. It's not rubbing it in people's faces, you know. And people totally take things out of context. It's absolutely insane, but it doesn't bother us. But I did say to Tim, send that to me now. That is one for coffee morning, because I'm blown away by it. What a word. Like, wow, that's really powerful to like turn around and call someone that when they haven't really watched the video. You'll see as Gabby had a troll. This actually came on Tim's channel, to be honest with you. But obviously it was in regards to me as well, so that's why I you know, oh my God, I feel so bad because there's a Jade in the chat. It's not you, Jade, obviously, because Jade just said you both work hard. I know it's not you, Jade. Completely different picture and everything. Penny says, lost my dad young. But Penny, you're a polite person. Do you know what I mean? It's you know, there are a lot of people that have like lost people, but that doesn't excuse someone to go around and just call people CUNTS, because if it does, what sort of world are we actually living in? You know, there's no future if that's the case. Lemonhead says, love the range of videos Tim does, and when you go with we get the full woman's review example how far the mirror is away from the plug sockets. Well, yeah, exactly, because that probably wouldn't have actually been mentioned, to be honest with you. Michelle, personality transplant is needed. Yeah, definitely a doctor, maybe. If you can get one. Lynn Davis, that Jade is foul. Hope you reported. It was on Tim's channel. I don't know what he's done. We're not, like, I'm not upset about it. Not any shape or form. Like, come on. I mean, that comment says a lot about that person, really. It doesn't really reflect on me as a person. You can't read that comment on social media and go, oh my God, that woman's got a point. Like, you just can't. Like, you have to really be in a strange state to turn around and say that woman has got a point, because it's not acceptable in any way, shape or form. It's just disgraceful. But I'm not upset about it because she doesn't mean anything. Like, literally, she doesn't mean anything. She's not a louder. She's nothing to me at all, and she's nothing to Tim, so her opinion doesn't matter. But I just felt like it was really important to read it out because it was so shocking. I mean, it really was like troll of the week. It was like, wow. And and you know, I love to share my troll comments, you know, if I get any. Sometimes I might get someone going, they're not even worth reading out because they're just not worth it. But that one was a belter. That was good. Judy says, have you thought about doing a podcast with Tim? I think we did talk about it, but I think it's time. And I think that is the problem with me and Tim. I think, like, we've got to do a Tesco food shop today, and we haven't done one for like a month. It's because we haven't had time to go to Tesco. It's been nuts. Oh, we have had food though, because we do go to the shop and go grab that, but we've not done a shop. So yeah, it is just time thing, but I think it's been talked about, and you never know, maybe in the future we'll see how it goes. Charlotte 19 says, think he has taken it off. He might have done, because Tim likes everything to be acceptable on the channel, I suppose. You know what I mean? He works hard for his vlogs, and I don't think he's gonna let a comment like that stay on the channel. But if you do want one that is still up, if you go over to my Facebook page, Gabby Starbuck Vocalist Entertainer, I put a reel of me singing Jolene, Dolly Parton, and it was a clip that was taken from my last gig at the weekend. My dad done it, he filmed it, and we're all very well aware that my dad has got a very, very old phone, but I can kind of look through that because it's just about the song, and I'll put the clip up ever so often, and I will do that, and it's fine. And there was a couple of nasty comments on there from a couple of rejects, and that's worth having a look at. I'm not going to take it down. I don't need to take it down because, again, it says more about them than me, so I don't really feel the need to remove it. So I probably will just leave that there and let it rot, personally. But it's there if anyone wants to have a nosy at it. It is incredible though, because they're bullies. They're bullies at the end of the day, and I guess you kind of, in the social media, when it keeps happening consistently, you do get to a point where you get used to it a little bit. Like, when I'm vulnerable and it hurts, but when I'm just like normal Gabby, you do get used to it. It's sad that we live in a world where people can be so cruel and we have to go, oh well. Do you know what I mean? It's sad that it happens at all, but the world is not full of nice people, and that's the God's honest truth. There are some really mean people out there, and you have to be so careful, because it can be a cruel place. But on the positive side, it can be an incredible place. So I try and focus more on the incredible side than that side. So hopefully, if anyone's struggling with bullies or trolls or anything like that, like, hopefully maybe Gabby's words of wisdom, you know, might help someone feel a bit better about the situation. I don't know, who knows? It might help someone out there who's feeling a little bit upset, because I know that schools are full of bullies, so you never know, it might help. Like, a lot of people get bullied, and it's pretty standard. Anyway, on that note, I've gone on a right tangent again. I've gone over an hour, and I'm really sorry because you guys have got lives. But before I do go, 234 people watching Coffee Morning this morning. Please hit the thumbs up, like, share the love. Let's feel the love. Give me a thumbs up. Share Coffee Morning with anyone that you want. I'm going to be doing Coffee Morning again next Monday, 11 o'clock. In the meantime, this week, my next vlog that's going up is Spend a Weekend with Me. So it's a normal vlog, so no baking or anything like that. Check out the baking one though, because it is a laugh. But it is just a normal standard Spend a Weekend with Me vlog, where we get up to, well, I go to my gig and do a bit of singing, and Yeah, it's a little bit of a mush up of everything on there. Tim takes me out to dinner, so make sure that you tune in for that. I don't know what day I'm going to put it up. I'm still kind of in the process of editing it, but hopefully it'll be done quite sharpish anyway. So guys, make sure that you tune in for that. In the meantime, I just say thank you very much for giving up your morning. Have a wonderful day. If it's sunny where you are, make the most of it. Wendy, if it's raining where you are, don't worry, the sun will come. The sun will shine, I promise you. Have a wonderful day. If you're going to do anything today, make it something positive. And I will catch you soon. Take care. Mwah, mwah.